He didn't roar like Bala Sahib. There was absolutely no aggression. Rather, it was this frail and tired looking first appearance of the Maharashtra Chief Minister and the sign of Bala Sahib Thackeray, Uddhav Thackeray. He is facing a tsunami of revolt right now within his very own party, that is the Shiv Sena. Now, Uddhav Thackeray looked cornered, he looked defeated, and almost resigned to fate because he now knows that he doesn't have the numbers. And this is in all likelihood his endgame. Wednesday evening, Uddhav Thackeray decides to break his silence. He was addressing his constituency and also had a direct message for the rebel camp. I'm ready to resign. I am not hungry for power. Bala Sahib's ideals are intact with the Sena. Shiv Sena and Hindutva are synonymous. He even invited Shinde and the rebel factions for talks. He even said that any Shiv Sainik can be the chief minister. Clearly, having lost the numbers, Uddhav, through this very emotional appeal, is making the last-ditch attempt to not just save his government now in Maharashtra, but the bigger play here is to prove who is the real Sena. Is it the Uddhav faction or the Shinde faction? The pressure is building, and it is showing. The reason why Uddhav mentions the word resignation more than half a dozen times in his address.
तरी शिवसेना बाळासाहेबांची शिवसेना राहिली नाही असं काही जे आरोप करतायत त्याला सुद्धा माझ्याकडे उत्तर आहे. ज्या शिवसैनिकांना असं वाटत असेल की मी शिवसेनेचं नेतृत्व करायला नालायक आहे, चला मला सांगा, मी हेही पद सोडायला तयार आहे. मी शिवसेना पक्षप्रमुख पद पण सोडायला तयार आहे, पण हे सांगणारा विरोधक नाही. नाहीतर असे फडतूस लोक खूप आहेत. त्यांच्या सांगण्यावर किंवा त्यांच्या त्या काय ते ट्रेंडिंग ट्रोलिंग ट्विटर फिटर ह्याच्यासाठी मी काय त्यांना मी बांधलेलं नाहीये. मी माझ्या शिवसैनिकाला बांधलेलं आहे. आणि शिवसैनिक सुद्धा या भानगडीत पडणार नाहीये, कारण तो फेस टू फेस संकटाला सामोरं जाणारा शिवसैनिक आहे. म्हणून त्यांनी सांगावं, मी दोन्ही पद सोडायला तयार आहे, पण मी मुख्यमंत्रीपद सोडल्यानंतर जर शिवसेनेचा मुख्यमंत्री होत असेल, मला आनंदाने मान्य आहे. पण त्याही पलीकडे जाऊन केवळ मी मुख्यमंत्री नको, दुसरा कोणी असला तरी चालेल, पण शिवसेनेचा म्हणजे उद्धव ठाकरे मुख्यमंत्री नको, दुसरा कोणी चालेल, चला तेही मला मान्य आहे, पण एकदा मला समोर येऊन सांगा. हे इकडून तिकडून नाही, आमचं तुमच्याबद्दल काहीच म्हणणं नाहीये. पण तसं नसेल तर जोपर्यंत मी खुर्ची अडून ठेवले तोपर्यंत काय होणार? काहीच होणार नाही. म्हणून एकदा ठरवूया, तुम्ही या किंवा तिकडनं फोन करा आणि सांगा की तुमचं आम्ही फेसबुक लाईव्ह पाहिलं, चॅनलच्या माध्यमातून पाहिलं, फेसबुकच्या माध्यमातून पाहिलं, आम्हाला तिकडे यायला संकोच वाटतो, पण तुम्ही म्हणालात त्याच्याप्रमाणे तुम्ही आम्हाला नकोत, हे स्पष्ट सांगा. मी या क्षणाला मुख्यमंत्रीपद सोडायला तयार आहे.
So can Uddhav still quell this rebellion? Can he prevent a vertical split in his party? Can he save his very own legacy? We still don't have any answers to these very, very important questions. But you know what is as clear as daylight now is that Uddhav realizes this threat is real. The reason why he was very, very insistent on the legitimate claim to Bala Sahib's legacy, heir and his commitment to Hindutva.
आणि म्हणून बांधवांनो आणि भगिनीनो एकच सांगेन, शेवटी पद येत असतात, पद जात असतात. आयुष्याची कमाई काय? पद नसतात. पदावरती बसल्यानंतर जे तुम्ही काही काम करता त्याच्यानंतर जनतेची प्रतिक्रिया काय असते, ही आयुष्याची कमाई असते. आणि या 2.5 वर्षामध्ये जे प्रेम तुम्ही मला दिलत, कुठे झाली हो आपली भेट? पण ह्याच माध्यमातून मी तुमच्याशी बोलत आलो. आणि अनेक जणांनी मला सांगितलं की उद्धवजी, तुम्ही बोलताना आमच्या कुटुंबातला एक माणूस आमच्याशी बोलतोय असं वाटतं. हे भाग्य मला नाही वाटत ह्याच्यापेक्षा आणखीन काय असू शकेल. ज्यांची ओळख पाळख नाही, दूर कुठेतरी राहतात, अगदी मुंबईत राहिले तरी भेटीचा कधी योग येईल असाही भाग नाहीये. पण या माध्यमातून जेव्हा मी तुमच्याशी बोलतोय तेव्हा तुम्ही आमच्या कुटुंबातले वाटतात. हीच तर आयुष्याची कमाई आहे. आणि आयुष्याची कमाई माझ्यासाठी तरी भरपूर आहे.
Right after this address, Uddhav is seen meeting with his supporters. Also has a meeting with Sharad Pawar, where reportedly a proposal is floated to make Eknath Shinde the chief minister. But what is Eknath Shinde up to? Initially, there was information that Shinde would speak to the media after Uddhav would address the media. But that did not happen. Instead, Eknath Shinde puts out a few tweets. He's reiterating that it's essential to get out this unnatural alliance. You know what he clearly means is that Uddhav needs to dump the Congress and the NCP and go back to the BJP. Now, Uddhav did not utter the word BJP even once in his address. He remained very guarded. Though he thanked both Sharad Pawar and Sonia Gandhi, so just think that even if Shinde is offered the chief minister's post now in an alliance with the NCP and the Congress, it is not hard to guess what his response would be. So then what is Shinde's plan? What is his endgame? Now, Eknath Shinde is the architect of this entire rebellion and he claims the support of more than 40 MLAs. 40. He even released a letter which was signed by 34 MLAs endorsing Shinde as their leader. And he calls the ultimatum that is issued by the Sena illegal because he says the quorum wasn't met and due process wasn't followed. And after this claim is made by Shinde, you have Shiv Sena's Sanjay Raut tweeting that the dissolution of the Maharashtra Assembly was imminent. Now see, Uddhav knows that he doesn't have the numbers. And technically, if this claim of Shinde of 40 plus MLAs is true, then this helps Shinde to duck the anti-defection law. And this revolt has traveled from Mumbai to Surat, now it's ensconced in Guwahati. The BJP does not want to look like directly fueling this crisis. They've been waiting and watching the Sena implode from a distance. You know, they do not want a rerun of the 2019 episode of Ajit Pawar, but then there are certain hard facts you can't ignore. Both Gujarat and Assam are states ruled by BJP. BJP's Maharashtra chief Chandrakant Patil travels from Mumbai to Surat, then to Guwahati, reportedly accompanied by at least 3 Sena MLAs. So what can be said safely is that the Uddhav government is on the brink. It's going to take a huge amount of effort on the part of Uddhav now to quell this rebellion. There are questions on the working style of Uddhav, his attitude towards the ideological differences, Hindutva being diluted because of the alliance, questions being asked if Uddhav is promoting his son at the expense of some of the older leaders like Eknath Shinde. And Uddhav is no Sharad Pawar, who has complete control over the NCP. Both the Congress and the Sena right now in Maharashtra are vulnerable. Shinde was hoping that Uddhav will resign today, but that hasn't happened. Uddhav, for the moment, is ready to play the waiting game. But how long? We'll track that story and much more for you here on the News You Don't Get. I hope all of you have subscribed to my YouTube channel. Do share this video with more of your friends, your colleagues. And in the comment section below, let me know what you think of this entire analysis. For the moment, thank you.